it's me. You can call me BP, and welcome back to my channel.
BP's back!
Today I wanted to do a little vlog story time catch-up situation type of deal from this past summer. I fully intended on doing this fun like summer vlog, but I just completely forgot to vlog because it was not something that I was like used to doing. So we just have a little story time instead. I do have some vlog clips, but not a lot, so I'll kind of like insert them sporadically through this whole summer story time, if you will. I hope your summer months have been really fun. Mine have been super fun, so I'm just gonna tell you about some of the fun things that I've been up to. And when you're done watching this video, or as you're watching this video, tell me what you've been up to this summer, because I love hearing people's stories about what they've been up to, what they've been doing. So I actually spent a chunk of time this summer at summer camp. This has been my 10th summer working at camp, and this past camp that I've been at for 4 years, and it was just super fun to be back at camp. My camp is a very long drive away from where I live, like where this room is located to where my camp is. It's like a whole day drive, which is a pain in the ass, but it's fine, it's worth it. But then it makes it sad because then I like can't pop over and visit like a lot of my friends can, because they live in like the next city over and they can just come and say hi whenever they want. I'm like, well, I can't do that. It is a full 24-hour drive there and back, so can't do that for me. I was a counselor this year, which was super fun. I really enjoyed being back in the counselor role. I was a counselor for a chunk of years, and then I was on leadership. I was a division director, division leader, whatever you want to call me. I was in charge of like one group of children, and then I went back to being a counselor for a couple years now, and I've really enjoyed being back in that counselor role. This summer I was in cabin 3. Hey to my girls, if you're watching. All of them like threatened to find my TikTok and my YouTube, but as I'm like unpacking, I'm looking and I get this packet of letters from my kids. They all like write like a little note to their counselor. These are so funny. This one also says, I'm gonna find your TikTok account. This one says, PS, I'm finding your TikTok account. I'm gonna find your TikTok and subscribe. I'm going to find your TikTok account. They spread the propaganda amongst the cabin when they were filling this out, which I don't think they'll be able to find me because neither my government name nor my camp name starts with a B or a P. So who knows if they'll find me, but if you found me, hey girls, what's up? I had a group of 11 7th grade girls, and they were so incredibly great. They were so fun. I adored all of them. They were such a fun like group to be around. I really enjoyed being at camp because, you know, listen, my therapist will not be watching this, but if she was listening to me say this, she'd be like, is this just an avoidance strategy? Ma'am, no. What I am saying, camp is, I love camp. Camp is a very like fun, freeing, connecting to inner child like joy, all of that aspect. And I would like to say that I am a very good counselor, and so it's nice to like be in that job environment where like I know what I'm doing, I'm good at my job, I can be a mentor, I can do kind of that aspect with things, which was really fun. My co-counselor, her name was Holly. She is like the sweetest little angel baby I've ever met in my entire life. She is from England, and she's just the sweetest little thing ever, and we had such a good like partnership, like co-partnership. At least I thought so. I don't know if she thought so. She said she liked me, but who knows? You could lie to me and that's fine. It was really fun to be with her. I also got to be counselors with some of the campers who I had known for the past couple years. Like they were in the senior camper program and then they graduated, and now we got to be counselors together. And it was super fun and it was super exciting. And I just got to be around so many friends and like-minded people. Sometimes you forget like what it's like to be around so many people who are like similar enough to you. And also I think camp is great because it is very like microdosing, walkable community. Like I can literally walk 10 feet and I could go say hi to my friend, and then I can walk like 5 minutes and go get my food. Like everything is within like a walkable whatever, you know, literally like touching grass, no access to like phones, and it's just really fun. I had every intention of vlogging while I was at camp this summer, but any free time I had, I was either like working on paperwork that I had to do for camp, or I was asleep. Like dead ass, I was asleep so much. I was able to vlog just a couple clips from when I was off, like my off nights and my off like 24 hours. So I'll add those in here. I will say that my voice is in fact a jump scare because that just happens every single time I go to camp. My voice just like shits out on me. It's my camp voice. It happens. Just be prepared. I sound like a completely different person. I am not Catholic, but I do fall into the propaganda of the St. Christopher, patron saint of travelers necklace, that I have to travel with this on. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to die in a horrible accident. So, all right, on the road again. Let's go. Nice. At the Pussies. At a second Pussies. I completely forgot to finish my vlog yesterday, but I made it with a drive time of 12 hours. 12 hours, which is 2 hours longer than I was expecting because of all of the traffic that I ran into, which I've never run into this much traffic in my entire life driving this route, which I've done quite a few times now. And so that was really upsetting and really frustrating. But I made it to my friend's house and I stayed the night, and now I am off to camp. It's about an hour and a half drive and it'll be fun. And yeah, here we go. I totally said I was gonna make a summer camp vlog, didn't I? Guess what I forgot to do? Make a summer camp vlog. I've been here for a week. I'm on my night off and I'm walking around this really pretty park that I've never been to before, so I'm super excited about it. Clearly my vocal cords have taken quite a massive hit, which is like normal for me, which is like kind of crazy. ENT doctors are scared of me, but everything's been really great. My kids are really great. My co-counselor is great. Her name is Holly. She's very sweet, and I fear I am getting so much sunburn than I normally do. I'm here watching the birds. There's a giant turkey vulture somewhere. There he is. You saw it. Yeah, there are a bunch out here right now. I did see the elusive there's like one bird that's like native to this area that I have heard. Haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it. But things have been really great. I have really missed social media. Obviously we can't have social media when we're at summer camp because that's like defeats the whole purpose of being at a summer camp. But it's been really nice. It's been really fun to kind of just like unplug and quite literally touch a lot of grass. I haven't been to the lake yet, but I will. I could go today, I wasn't feeling it. I've been in the pool a bunch. This hair is from the pool. I was getting like ready to go into the pool today and I said I'm not gonna get my hair wet because I have my night off and I want my hair to not be like soaking and disgusting, and yet here we are. Little rat's nest. My Choco Tan coming in, fantastic. I will not be showing you my Choco Tan because no free feet pics. I'm walking over to this really cool tree. I'm gonna show it to you. It's a little disc golf area, but it's pretty cool. But I have been really enjoying everything. My ankles are like so swollen. I'm gonna sit on this tree. Okay, ankles super swollen and they hurt. Like the front part of my ankles are just like in so much pain, which is crazy because normally when I have foot pain at camp, it's my arches. But yeah, everything's been like good. Otherwise, I've got a couple kids who were like, you know, we're working on it. We're working on it. Oh, let's do a little watch stand check. Watch stand check. Oh dear God. The medication I've been on since April has made me a lot more sensitive to the sun because I promise I'm not this irresponsible with the sun, but I am a lot more sunburned than I normally am. So this is a very like cute little spot. I'm really mad I didn't know about this earlier. I fear that I feel so good at camp because I touch grass for 12 hours a day. Maybe I just need to keep doing that. I've done as best as I could to continue vlogging, but I fear I'm not very good at it. I get like an hour off a day and I just sleep. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm in a hotel like an hour away from camp, and how I'm spending my 24 hours off is sleeping in this clean bed with air conditioning and then going to see a bird tomorrow.
I really hope I see this bird. I'm gonna be really sad if I don't see this bird, but I'm almost at the end of camp, which is really crazy. Everything's actually been going very, very well, other than like the whole medication making me super sensitive to the sun, making it very hard for me to regulate my body temperature. I'm hot all the time and it's crazy. I think it is hotter than normal right now, but yeah, everything's like going very well. Fingers crossed that when I come home, not everything is like blown up to shit. We went out on a boat today, and so I did get a little sunburned, but I think I'm good for the most part. My wrists are a little sunburned. I sunburned my feet the other day. And by the other day, I mean today. And my scalp is sunburned, or it was sunburned a while ago, and now it's peeling and it's disgusting. But I'm really sad that this like term is like coming to a close. The kids are great. We played, let's do a little story time. I did not bring any like professional vlogging equipment with me. And by professional vlogging equipment, I mean like a tripod. So normally at camp, they do like a Water Wednesday kind of thing at like during like the sports period, but my kids weren't going to be able to be at sports on Wednesday. So instead of Water Wednesday, we had Moist Monday. It sounded awful, but it was so much fun. We played slip and slide kickball, and I do have a very gnarly bruise on both of my knees from like going in the slip and slide, but like not really fully doing it correctly. So that's fun. And one of my kids like was shoving me down the slip and slide because I couldn't see, because I like kicked the ball and you would like run a little bit and then slide onto the base, and as long as you like made it off the slip and slide and onto the grass, you were safe. And so I did that, and I was going from second to third and then third to home, and I was on second. Okay, so I did it and I went to first and I was safe on first, and then one of my kids went and she kicked it, and she was very good, so I was like, why did I go before her? And so I'm like running from like second trying to slide onto third base, and then third base trying to slide onto home, all the while like there's like dish soap all over our slip and slides, and the sports department head is like low-key waterboarding me, like spraying the hose water directly in my eyes, and I like can't see anything, and my kid is behind me and she's like shoving me down the slip and slide because she's like, I don't want to get out, go. And so that's why I have a lot of like random bruises. I have no idea where this came from, or this one, but this one's like the most concerning. I don't know, but our team ended up winning. While we were playing slip and slide kickball, I like went, and then my camper behind me was like really good at it, and I told her, I said, you better get a home run, otherwise you're not getting dinner. It was a joke, but also like she did kick a home run, so I fear it worked. But yeah, like physically down bad, like very down bad. You can hear it in my voice, and I feel like my voice is at least like mellowed out. It used to be like very like scratchy and like very like cracky. I'll like insert some clips. I'm making like a transition video of like, this is my voice blank days at camp. This is my voice 3 days at camp. This is my voice 4 days at camp. This is my voice 1 week at camp. And it used to not be like this. I can't really like yell, but I can kind of talk at like this like deeper register, which is nice. I can't get anything in my higher register. Like it even hurts to like, it doesn't come out. It like literally does not come out if I try to talk any higher than normal. It just doesn't come out. And so I just have to like drop into a lower register and it'll be fine. And my dyshydraulic eczema, if you know anything about that, it's just like little tiny blisters everywhere. It's coming up on my hand, and it's really bad on my foot right now, which is not fun because I don't like wearing toe prisons, closed-toed shoes, and so I wear a lot of Chacos, but I can't really like wear Chacos when there's like open blisters on my feet. And I lost my closed-toed shoes. I found them, they were in the lost and found with my socks in them, so that was really exciting. Really embarrassing, but like really exciting. But yeah, today's Tuesday. The kids go home on Saturday, which is kind of crazy, and we only have like one more day of normal activities with them, which is crazy. Like, it's so wild. I get back to my kids on Wednesday at like 5:30, and then I have them from 5:30 on, and like I don't have any more time off. I think I have afternoons off, but I don't have any more evenings off. So it'll be exciting. And I'm actually kind of sad to see this group of girls go. I've had a lot of fun with them. When I came to camp last year, I was kind of like looking for like a spark reignited in me, and I think this group like really did it, because they were like the age group that I'm like used to working with the most, and the schedule that I'm used to, and I really think I did a good job with them. They might not enjoy me as much as I think they do, because I'm not really the most fun counselor, because I do tell them to, you know, make their beds and do all their chores and make sure they're on places on time. And I'm a strict counselor, but I'm also a fun counselor. If, you know, we hold the boundaries, we can have fun. But, you know, I'm not gonna let you go sneak out with boys like other counselors. Oh. Is that you? Oh. I'm excited to be back and to start making like 911 content again, because I've really missed that. And all of the stuff that I've missed, the Oliver Stark photo shoot that just dropped today with all of the cowboy pictures, I want to scream. I think I did scream a little bit, but yeah, things are good. I haven't got sun poisoning yet. I'm excited to go see a bird. I'm gonna try to vlog that, but I don't know if I will remember. Anyway, it's not my bedtime, but I am forcing myself to go to bed early so I can sleep in this big, large, king-size bed in this very cold air conditioning for as long as I possibly can. So, yeah. I found him. I just will not be able to get him on the camera because I don't know where he went. But he's right. Oh, you saw him. Where'd he go? There he is. He's up there somewhere. I'm out hiking and I found the bird that I was coming out here to look for. I found him. He was sitting in this tree. Oh, there he is. You can hear him. Or you could. And he was close enough that I didn't have to pull out my binoculars, which is nice because I've been having trouble seeing them. But he's somewhere up there. It's like a cute little spot. It's like really close to the highway, which is a problem. I can still hear the highway, but the blue-green catchers are just yip-yapping away out here, but I'm on a second trail, and I think I have found a lot of poison ivy. So I don't think I touched any of it, but we'll see. It's like 11, and I think I'm going to finish up here. I turned around and I'm heading back to my car, and I think I'm gonna go to like the 2 other spots that are in this wildlife preserve. My knee, I fear, has been cooked from the slip and slide kickball, and it's hurting really bad. I'm sure you can probably, I'm stopped walking, but I'm sure if you listen closely when I go up and down hills, you might be able to hear it click clack. Both of my knees do a little click clack moment now, which is super fun, super great, super exciting. Yeah, I have to be back at camp in 6 hours, and I'm really tired already. I'm having a lot of fun. That's all that matters. So enjoy the background scenery, this fallen down tree. There's a little click clack of the knees for y'all. Yep.
It was really fun to just spend a lot of time outside. I was able to see a lot of my old friends that I knew from my past camps. So I got to see 2 of my friends who I've known for like 8-9 years now, and it's always fun to reconnect with old camp friends. If you are a camp person, you know camp friends unmatched. They're a different breed, honestly, and it was so much fun. I was cabin 3's cabin leader, which basically meant that I went around to all of the activities with them, traveled with them, made sure they had all their stuff, whatever. It was really fun to tap into the childlike joy and wonder that just summer camp brings out in everyone. This is my friendship bracelet that I started, but I clearly have not finished it. I never had the time, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll finish this. I was able to teach my kids a lot of different friendship bracelets, which was super fun. I got to do a lot of like really fun things with my kids, which was super exciting. We got to go out on the lake on the boat a few times. I love doing that. I love riding on boats. I don't enjoy water tubing, water skiing, knee boarding, anything like that. I will be on the boat making sure the rope doesn't get sucked under the boat. I will take that job very seriously. I got to hop off the boat, swim in the lake. I don't mind swimming in lakes. I hate getting on and off of boats though. It feels like there's no like dignified way to like get on a boat until you like flap yourself onto like, it just is so awkward. I also broke my tailbone on a boat like 3 or 4 years ago. God, how many years ago was that? And so I've been like very anxious around getting off of boats. I fell off of a pontoon boat and broke my tailbone. The boat was off, so there wasn't any like worried about like me getting hit by a boat, but I stood on the ladder and I fell off. And so I'm like a little triggered around pontoon boats, but it's really fun to hang out on the lake, hang out on the boat. I was not able to bring my camp camera, which is my phone, to play some music, because normally that's what I like to do. Normally that's my like treat with my kids of like, okay, we're gonna take the boat, we're gonna go away from camp property, and we can listen to songs that are not camp appropriate. Last year when I did it with my kids, they like only wanted me to play Sexy Red, and I was like, okay, yeah, why not? Let's do it. I also got to do the ropes course, which was super fun, except for I was terrified the whole time. They call it like a quick flight, which is, it's this giant thing. They call it the spaceship. It's like a high ropes course, whatever. I did not actually go out and like explore the high ropes course. Was not in the mood for that. Mainly because when we did the like testing on the ground kind of thing, I fell and like hit my back. And I was like, don't want to do that anymore. So I quick flighted, which is basically, it's like 2 stories up. And then it's like a, what do they call it? Like an auto belay kind of thing where you like jump in it, whatever. But I was not about to walk off the ledge. I was not about to jump. I told the person who was running it, her name was Elizabeth. I was like, Elizabeth, you're just gonna have to push me because I've done this before and I enjoy it, but I can't get myself to do it. But I like the experience going down. It's like a roller coaster. Like, I got to do that. I got to play a lot of sports. We did a fun little slip and slide kickball, which I talked about in the vlog. I did tweak my knee because of that, but that's fine. I had fun, and that's honestly what matters. And yeah, I just had so much fun, and I got to meet so many new people and meet so many new friends, and they're camp friends, which means they're honestly friends for life. And if you know, you know. I don't know how to explain it if you haven't been to camp of like how important camp friends are. When I got home, I embarked on a large artistic journey because at camp, our name tags are like wood circles, like wood cookies. That's what I think what they call them. And I have 5 different name tags, and all of my friends were like, oh my gosh, your name tags are so cool. You should paint me one. And I said, sure. So I took like a stack of them home and I painted a bunch of them, which was super fun. And it was really fun to just have like that artistic outlet to do. Some of them took so long. I told one of my friends, I was like, you have to be glad that I'm not charging you per hour because these would be so expensive. Even if I charged you like $5 an hour, they would be so expensive. At our camp, everyone does get called by their first name and then sir or ma'am, depending on. So that's why those look like that. These are all my name tags. These are my 5 different name tags. I'll show them to you. I am covering my camp name because that's very special to me. But this first one is my new one for this year because I have been really into birds. And so I made a bird name tag. So this is a little northern flicker. These guys hang out at my house. I'm not sure if they have them at camp. They might, but that's what this guy is. And then this guy is a little Carolina wren, which are very popular and very abundant where I live. And down at camp, they don't have Carolina wrens. They have Buick's wrens, and they're very similar. And it's not like anyone would look at my name tag and be like, why do you have a Carolina wren and not a Buick wren? You know? This one is my Taylor Swift one, the line, I love you to the moon and to Saturn. That's what this side is. And then this side is the mirror ball. And I redid this year. And I don't know if I like this one or my first one better. I just replaced the mirror ball because the Mod Podge that I originally had on it just like chipped off and the whole design came off. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Not. This one's also new this year. I made a little lemon. I really enjoyed this one. And then this one is just green with different colored polka dots. This one is just a little orange kitty cat. He's not supposed to be reminiscent of Oliver because Oliver has a lot more white on him, but this one's just a little kitty. This one's also new this year because I didn't like the design that was on the back of the kitty one. So I had to come up with something new, and I wanted something that kind of like matched my personality and my interest, whatever. And this is what I came up with. I wonder why I did this. My name is really big on this one, but it's just this yellow color that's everywhere, and my name is in black, and this one is honestly my go-to. This one is my most worn name tag. This is the other side. It's just like a light blue with a little sunflower. But there they are. Because of these, everyone was like, oh my God, make me one. It took a lot of time, but I really enjoyed it. And it was so funny. My mom was like, you should do this as like a side hustle. And I'm like, no, because this took forever. Actually, I probably could if I worked on it like during the off season, but I don't think anyone really thinks about their name tags in the off season. I've also been really into bird watching this summer. I went bird watching on my 24 at camp, which you saw in the vlog. I've also just done like a lot of like nature walks and stuff. I also finished my summer reading, which has been incredible because I cannot tell you the last time I actually completed the summer reading. Last year I tried to complete it, but I signed up for the wrong version. I didn't realize it was like the wrong version for me because you could either read 30 hours or read 10 books. And I was like, I can read 10 books. That's easy. No, because the books that I choose to read are like this large. So I did the 30 hours and I read my 30 hours and I got my prizes, which was super excited. I'm really proud of myself for it. I am back into my audiobook reading phase. So let me know what books you've been reading, what books you've been loving. I'm currently listening to a book that like I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's an audiobook and it's good for like background noise when I'm cleaning. It's called I can't even remember that. It's called like The Temporary Roommate or something. I don't know. I saw it somewhere. It was on my like for later shelf on my library, which means that I took a picture of the book somewhere, if it was on like social media or like in Walmart or something, and I just put it on that shelf. And so that was the one I'm currently reading. I also read, what else did I read? I read The Pairing by Casey McQuiston, and I loved that book. It was so good. I listened to the audiobook as I was making my long drive to camp, and literally the ending of the book had me like sitting in my car as there's like literally standstill traffic, like squealing at the top of my lungs because the ending was, it was so cute. But the premise of the book is that this couple who have like been together since like middle school, like they've known each other for such a long time, they've been like best friends, they finally get together, and then as they're on the way to Europe for a food and wine tour, they actually end up breaking up, but they get like a voucher to reschedule the food and wine tour, and then the two halves of the couple go their own separate ways and they do their own separate things, and they're like, oh shoot, my voucher's running out, I need to redeem it. And then they show up to their redeemed food and wine tour, and guess who's on the tour with them? The other half, their ex. And the two of them have to like go through the whole food and wine tour that like everybody else on the tour is like coupley friendship kind of thing, and they're just like, this is so awkward, and it builds from there. And it was so good. It was so good. I also got started on the Percy Jackson series because yes, it is 2025 and I'm just now starting the Percy Jackson series because it never really like caught my interest when I was younger. I'm not really into the big like fantasy Greek god whatever, but one of the little free libraries that is in my neighborhood had a bunch of those books, and they had the first one, so I read the first one and I really like it. So I guess I'm reading all the Percy Jackson books now, which I am determined to finish because I always tell myself that of like, oh, I'm gonna read all of these books in this series, and then I never do. I still have yet to finish the Pretty Little Liars series, and I've read the first 4 books probably like 20 times, like at least 20 times. They only have the first 8 books on Spotify audiobook, which is really annoying because I have really gotten into my audiobook era. So that's frustrating, but one of these days I will finish. I will finish. I say that as literally I have one sitting right next to me. This is the one that I got at the dollar store. I think this is the prequel. Yes. Allie's Pretty Little Lies, the Pretty Little Liars prequel novel. One of these days, I don't have the patience for it right now, but one of these days, my goal is to read all of the Pretty Little Liars books and like take note of what events happen in what book, whatever, and then watch the show and then be like, what doesn't connect? Because that's why I stopped watching the show, because there's an event in the book that happens in the show, but they end up differently. And I want to say, I was going to issue a spoiler alert, but the show's been out for like 10 years, so I don't care. I think if I remember correctly, in the book and in the show, Mona gets chased up a bell tower or whatever, and in the book, Mona dies. And in the show, she doesn't. And then that's where things start to just completely go two separate ways. But I could be wrong because it's been a while. I also was digging around my basement and found a series of books that I was like obsessed with when I was in like middle school, but I don't have the full series, and they're not on my library, and they're very hard to find. Did anyone read the Private Book series by Kay Bryan? I have, which ones do I have? I have 6 of them. And they're not like in order, and I can't read like the full series. So if anyone read those or has any of those books, let me know. I might buy them off of you. But speaking of reading and writing, I also was writing a bunch on my long fic, my longest fic that I've ever written. It is so long. I don't know what got into me. I just kept going, and I posted a couple chapters of it. And guess what? Its flop era is low-key serving. I don't know how long the fic is going to be. So right now it's like 7 out of question mark chapters. It's at least 17 chapters long. I don't know the full length of it. I think up until this fic, my longest one that I had was 6 chapters long, maybe. But it's really long. If you want the link to that, let me know. Please support my fic because I'm so proud of it. But I'm so sad that no one's probably gonna get to the good parts, because the good parts are a little while later. Maybe I'll just tweet little like excerpts of it and get people excited for it. And last but certainly not least, I've been planning the rest of hiatus because 911 does not come back until October. At least they bumped it up. It used to be October 16th. Now it's like October 9th or something. But it's still October. It's fine. I'm fine. I am almost done with my season 8 rewatch. I stopped right before the Contagion arc because I was not about to watch Lab Rat's Sick Day, The Last Alarm. But I think I will, just because I still am working on my timeline project and those establish timeline better. So I need to watch those because I don't really want to, because Bobby Nash is still alive. But after I do that, then I will have all of my information for my timeline. I will be rewatching Rescue High Surf, Dr. Odyssey, Lone Star, just a lot of content. But I mean, it's a lot of content to watch, so it takes up a lot of time, but I'm working on that. I've got a video about 911 Nashville coming out soon, because after this, I'm actually going to film like a let's talk about what we know about Nashville video, which I'm super excited about because we've found out some things, which we shall see. If you've made it to the end of this video, love you. I actually can't do that on this hand. Let me know what you've been up to this summer. How hot has it been where you've been? I don't think we've had a temperature 100-degree day, which is crazy because normally by now we would have had at least a couple. Knock on the wood, we don't want a temperature over 100. What have you been reading? What have you been listening to? What have you been writing? If you've been writing any fics, let us know. Drop the titles in the comments. I don't think you can drop links. I think those get like filtered out. But drop the title, drop your author. Let's lift each other up. Let me know. And I will see you in my next one.